Hello and welcome to another game of Dota 2. It's gonna be day number 3 of... Well, no, it's gonna be game number 3 of day number 31. We are gonna be having a match between Empire and 3D Clan. Now, for Empire, this is a very important match. If they lose this match... Or, sorry, no, let me rephrase that because I'm gonna be rephrasing it with the positive side. If they win this match, they are guaranteed a ticket to Kiev. If they lose this match, they're going to be reliant on Mouse losing their remaining 2 games. Just a quick overview of the scores. Of course, the other games that have been played today are not yet added, but we will have Empire sitting on 30 points. They need to win this last game, and then they're guaranteed to go to Kiev. And then it's going to be no tie down to Fnatic Empire, and then Mouse Sports versus Pro is going to be set up tomorrow in a match between those two. And the reason for that is, like, one of those two is going to be on the same points as Empire, because one of those two will guaranteed still lose, because they're still having to up against each other. But since Empire beat both Virtus Pro and Mouse Sports in their group stage match, Empire will go on. So that's the reason here we have got 3D Clan, who are sitting comfortably on the 8th spot, and we're going to see if they can continue standing on the 8th spot, or if they can move the spot up. They still have, well, this is actually their last game that they have to play. But they are not going to get dropped, they're not going to go to Kiev either, but still. We're going to see no Nyx, no Lone Druid. And we're going to be seeing the Bat Rider together with the Wisp being banned out by 3D Clan. So those are the bans that we see. That does mean that we're still having a Cuddle in the pool, because that's the one that made it through. Now, will Empire pick that up or just leave it in for 3D Clan to pick up, and Empire picking up something different? They are thinking about it right now. So that's that. And we're going to be seeing... Come on, where's the sound actually? Oh, there's the light. We could have told them they could have gone for the Keeper of the Light. Could have told them. There's the Darkseer. That was the one that we were expecting. Magnus also for the 3D Clan picked up. So we still have the Rubik in the pool, of course, which is a great hero to have up against that Magnus, just for the pure chance to steal that RP. We could see a Phantom Lancer here as well, as, you know, Keeper of Light Phantom Lancer. Looks like 3D Clan are okay with facing that one. Come on, pick up that Phantom Lancer. Make us all sad. Well, Phantom Lancer is not that bad. I mean, we just saw a Phantom Lancer that was very involved in fights. Maybe we're gonna see that again. Of course, the previous game. Not the previous one, but the one before that. And we're going to be seeing if Empire is going to be doing that too, or if they're going for something entirely different. I mean, I already said they have the Rubik still in the pool, but we also still have the Gyrocopter and the Queen of Pain heroes that we also see fairly often. So we will see a Vigos Queen of Pain. People rejoice. I know a lot of you people will still know him from Dota 1 with his Queen of Pain, one of his signature heroes. We're going to be seeing if he indeed gets to play that role, because Scandal plays a mean Queen of Pain as well, of course. And if so, if he's going to be able to do the same things with it as he used to. We're going to be seeing the Gyrocopter being picked up as well. So no Phantom Lancer, but Shadow Demon already picked up by 3D Clan. That's basically saying, like, okay, you know what, we know that Phantom Lancer is still in the pool, and we might not ban it out, so we're going to pick up a Shadow Demon just so that if you pick up that Phantom Lancer, we're going to be disrupting, and we're going to be recreating our own illusions with that. Gonna be seeing what Empire is gonna be doing. By the way, for the people asking if Na'Vi is still gonna go to Kiev, it kind of depends on Mouse Sports and Empire. If Empire lose this match and Mouse Sports lose their matches that they have still, which they are gonna be having after this one, Mouse Sports is gonna be up against Power Rangers after this game. But if Empire still loses this match and Mouse Sports loses a match today and tomorrow, then Na'Vi will still go to Kiev. But so if Empire goes, Na'Vi is not going. There's no way we're going to see the two of them together. Unless one of the teams that is actually there is going to be cancelling, in which case I wouldn't be surprised if StarLadder says, well, you know what, we're going to let invite the defending champions, and we're going to let them be in Kiev as well. But we're going to see this game first. We're going to see if Empire is going to make it. We're going to have a Bane being countered or cancelled, banned out together with an Undying, with the Lifestealer and the Luna up on Empire being banned out. So already 2 carries that they don't want to be facing. Let's see what Empire is going to ban out last. I mean, if you look at the lineup from 3D Clan, they've got 2 solo lanes and a support, so we will still see something together with that Shadow Demon. With a lot of different possibilities still there, so it's kind of random what you were going to be banning right now. And for 3D Clan, they banned out supports because, as we can see, Gyrocopter and Keeper of Light. I mean, we've seen Gyrocopters mid before and Queen Pain offlines. It would happen, but let's assume for a moment that those 2 are going to be on the same lane. With the Keeper of the Light supporting the Gyro, they need something else. They need a third one. Because the 2 of them don't make some great combination happening. So they need something like a Bane, for example. That one got banned out because of that reason. To just get a setup going. So which other hero can they pick up that can have a setup stun? Maybe even a Vengeful Spirit going their way, but it's gonna be interesting to see. Jakiro might even still be one that we're gonna be seeing in this match, but yeah, Rubik, of course, still in the pool as well. I kind of still think that Empire wants to go for that one, and if 3D Clan is not gonna ban it out right now, then they will be able to pick it up, and I think that they will, because as I said, having a Rubik up against that Magnus is fairly decent. If you can, only the chance of getting an RP for your side is very big.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Taking their time. Gonna go for their bonus time for the first time. Well, no, not. And the Rubik gets banned out. Well, that's it. That's that one out of the pool. So Empire, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do next with that Rubik out? I mean, they're still needing 1 solo lane, so they might be able to pick up something like that first. We know them for going for aggressive tri-lanes and then a safe solo lane with a bit of a carry-ish hero, so we might see Klinks, even though Phonic is no longer on their team, but you know, it's possible that they go for something like that, but we'll find out. And otherwise, Windrunner is still in the pool as well as the Beastmaster, and you know, those kind of heroes are all still in. We even have jungle heroes, so they don't even need to pick up a different support. They can just go for a Chen or an Enchantress or something like that. Or they can go for a Nature's Prophet and have that solo lane sorted first. So that's going to be the one that we're going to be seeing from them. 3D Clan, what is their game? Are they going to be picking up... they kind of need to pick up a carry and a support now. Leshrac and Lina and Jakiro are still in. And all 3 work well together with and the Shadow Demon and the Magnus and the Darkseer. So I vote for one of those 3, and we're probably gonna see that if they're indeed gonna go for a tri-lane, because now that they know that Nature's Prophet is gonna be there, which is a fairly decent hero in the jungle as well, they might want to pick up a jungle hero instead. But I kind of think that just having some extra AoE stun followed up by the disruption or the RP or the vacuum would be really, really helpful, especially, and I don't just mean the stun, because also if you got a good RP going, you want to have the Macropire also going through all those people that are going to get RP'd. It's so much burst damage, or just so much damage going through. Come on. They're taking into the bonus time, this time for real. 1 minute left. Are they gonna be picking... The question is, are they gonna be picking up their support first? Or are they gonna be going for that carry first? It really depends on if they are expecting Empire to pick up the hero that they in the end want to go for. And they're really using their time. And I think Empire is also gonna use this time to think about what they're gonna be picking. And they probably, by the time that 3D Clan picks their hero up, they're probably already knowing what they want. Come on.
Sven stands ready.
Wow, that's been a while. So I just mentioned 3 heroes that had AoE stuns and damage to go through. But Sven is definitely one of those heroes that can be run as support as well. And I'm foremost thinking of Sven as support right here. But it could be their carry. So, you know, they could pick up a Leshrac and go for a Leshrac Sven Shadow Demon lane, which is very deadly. But it will depend on their last pick. And I like this, because it doesn't give away anything. Sven could be played indeed as both. And Templar or Naga Siren played by Empire. Wow. That's gonna be their hero to go to for the last support, I would believe. Naga Siren being played as a support as well, support's less more utility hero with her song, of course. We've seen that more often, and she is definitely one of those heroes that can be very annoying. And more importantly, the same thing with the Sven. is if those two are going to be playing support
10
later on in the
seconds
game,
remaining.
they're going to get some farm, and all of a sudden they're no longer
5
that
seconds
support anymore. They
remaining.
definitely have semi-carry potential. So we're going to see how long the game is going to last with those two, and if the Sven actually is going to be played support, or the Naga Siren for that matter, because we've also seen Gyrocopters being played as supports before, and we could even see Naga Siren going on a lane and Nature's Prophet in the jungle. I mean, it's all possible.
10 seconds remaining.
Last pickup coming for
5
3D Clan. Is it going to be that
seconds
Shrek, or are they going to be going for something different? It's going to be a Sand King. It's going to be Sand King support. Basically doing the same thing as the Shrek, but actually putting himself in danger while doing so. But imagine the potential here, right? If you get a vacuum RP into a Sven stun, into a Burrow Strike epicenter, and you constantly have that Naga Siren shot down in that as well, well, there's no way Empire is gonna live through that one. Okay, let me get this going for now. Boom.
Prepare
So
for
let's see
battle.
who's gonna go play what. We have got a Drodo as the courier. I realized that those things are actually pretty expensive if you would still want to buy them. €180 or something. It's fun. International courier, of course. We've got Scandal playing the Nature's Prophet, as he has been playing the offlane since Vigos has been standing in for his team. We have got Silent playing the Keeper of the Light. It will be Blow Your Brain playing the Naga Siren, so he will be on a carry role for this one. It will be Goblak on the Gyro, so Goblak is going to be the support here. As I said, we've seen both as supports before as well, and Empire is going to choose the Gyro as a support and Naga Siren as the one to carry. We're going to be seeing Vigos on his Queen of Pain indeed, so people... And I want to prepare you, because we've actually seen Vigos play, of course, before, and he had a couple of signature heroes, right? He had a Puck, he had the Queen of Pain, and we actually saw him play the Puck, I think it was a week ago, and it was amazing. He was doing really well. But we've also seen him playing when it didn't go as well. So be prepared, Might not be the Vigos that we're used to, but I'm hoping that he is, because, good times, good times. So we'll see how he's going to do up against the mid lane, and we're going to see Scandal on the safe lane. For 3D Clan, they're going to be finding a Treant there. It's going to be having to be careful, because getting caught out right here is not good, especially not when that Riptide is already there. A bit of extra burst damage. So we're going to see Nexus playing the Sven, so he is going to be taking the farm on this bottom lane. Solo is going to be on the Sand King. And we're going to be seeing Manifest again, playing the Shadow Demon as a stand-in. In the mid lane, we'll have StarLadder on the Magnus this time. Magnus versus Queen of Pain. In theory, he shouldn't die, and I am talking about StarLadder, because he is the one that's going to be in the disadvantage on this lane. And he should still get his levels, but we're going to see how this is going to go. In theory, it should be Queen of Pain getting the farm and the levels, and StarLadder getting the levels, and maybe a bit of farm if he's lucky, if he gets his bottle fast enough. In the meantime, on the top lane, we're going to see Darkseer already harassing Scandal quite a bit, going to be forcing him to last it under his tower. He does, of course, have his own Treants, but he has to be careful that he doesn't feed those to Cedo, because that's all free gold that he is going to be giving away. That also means that the last hits we're going to see from Cedo are not going to be meaning as much as last hits that we're seeing from others, because those Treants just give less gold than others. So just keep that in mind. StarLadder in some trouble. Going to be still a lot of mana up on Vigos here. And he already pops the salve. Only one Tango left. He does have his bottle on his way right now, so that will definitely help out. In the meantime, Empire, with that aggressive trial lane, kind of forced to indeed be aggressive, and so far so good. They are actually trying to take down everything in the jungle, just letting the Sven last it under his tower, since they can't do anything right there now anyway. But they're gonna take the neutrals, they're gonna take everything, and they're not even warding anything just yet, which is surprising. Goblak could do it if he wanted to, but they might just try to continuously take all the farm, and just let the supports be a bit sad there, and basically with that also maybe creating openings for Empire to get a kill off, because it's very easy to let yourself get caught out in the jungle, and that's something that 3D Clan has to be very wary about. Just to be very careful of not doing that too much, but we'll see how that's gonna go. In the meantime, Nexus has of course got some farm. He's got 9 last hits, he's not doing bad. We're gonna see how long he can continue doing this, and how open Empire is gonna be with their lineup here, because that's gonna be something that's gonna be very dependent for Empire's lineup. Now we have seen this of course before. The kind of this is so annoying for Scandal. So annoying. Oh, Sprout up for Cedar. Tower actually helping out as well as the creeps, but that's not gonna be a first blood for now. He's doing an okay job. Iron shells are run out. There's another one. Sprout up. This could be turning into a first blood. The surge is already up on there. Scandal. He's gonna TP. Where's he gonna go? Right here. Pops off the salve. Is this really where you want to go, Scandal? I don't think so. I think you're not gonna know. There's gonna be another surge and there's not gonna be a kill. Nice try though. Nice try indeed. In the meantime, Shockwave hits on Vigos on them, but middle lane we have got Vigos on 10 for 5 with StarLadder on 10 for 2. So last hit wise, StarLadder is doing just fine, and he's actually bottle crowing that, so he can be indeed sticking around and using his Shockwave to get the last hits going for him. Doesn't even need to put himself at that much risk, and the rest will be better again with the bottle, as he is gonna send the courier back again. In the meantime, Nexus 16 for 0 with 12 for 1 up on the Naga Siren. And it's quite decent. Now, the thing that you should, realize, and I say this every time I realize that, but it is so true. Oh, and Snare, wait a second, can they do something here? Illuminate is gonna be not there, because the disruption was there. And it should be Manifest staying alive. The home missile still gonna hit. Here comes Nexus though, looking for a stun. Gonna be finding it on Blow Your Brain. Rocket Barrage on Nexus. Nexus in trouble with the burst back on Blow Your Brain. Illuminate the fly through as well. Solo has to get away, gets blocked by his teammate. Whoa! Goblak gets the first blood because a teammate didn't go out of the way in time. How bad does Manifest feel right now? Because he is a stand-in and he just made sure that first blood was given away to the support of Empire. To the Gyro, who managed to pick himself up some boots with that one, and the courier of course upgraded as well. Nice job. In the meantime, Darkseer gets himself a kill up on Scandal finally with the Iron Shell helping out, just surging himself around the tower. This time no hope for Scandal. We of course saw the chase around earlier on. It's basically the same thing, this time with Scandal dropping a bit lower. We've got a double damage rune up on Vigos, who might be trying to go for something with that, but he has to be careful because StarLadder is almost level 6.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And with level 6 he will have his RP. I know, makes sense, right? And with his RP, he will be able, like, if Vigos overextends, he can make him pay for it real easy. So, he has to be careful, but he is very well aware of that as well. We're gonna see what Vigos picks up at level 6 though, because, there's different kinds of builds for Queen of Pains, and the thing is, if you pick up your Shockwave, Sonic Wave at level 6, it kind of means, like, okay, you know what, I'm level 6, I'm gonna go for kills. But we're gonna have to see if he actually wants to do that, or if he just wants to get his level up in Shadow Strike still, to just make sure that the bottle can't heal through the damage or something like that. But in the meantime, on the top lane, more harassment going on. This time Cedar might be dropping low. He's getting sprouted up, and here comes a TP. It's gonna be Queen of Pain. Vigos with a DD room gets a stream, gets a kill, and picked up Sonic Wave at level 6. So we're gonna see some more rotations from him, and he makes a difference already on the top lane. Of course, Scandal already died once here, but with that kill, it kinda, it kinda opens up the map a bit for him, and also kind of says, this was the first person that left his lane, basically, Vigos. First person that went away from the lane that he started off with, and it kind of declares, you know what guys? Laning phase is over. Naga Siren getting stunned up by the Centaur, gonna get revenge with killing him off. Nature's Prophet rotating, sprouting Solo up. Solo who already used his Sandstorm and can't get away anymore, gets in a snare. Burrow strikes away. It is gonna be a Rocket Barrage up on Nexus still as Goblak takes a lot of damage. Nexus have to run himself around. There goes the home missile, still hits. Disruption trying to help out. It's gonna be settled from the side, it's gonna land an Illuminate, but Illuminate's only gonna hit up on Manifest. Actually, it's Kim's Nexus. 30 HP left. Teammate, leave, teammate. Nope. In the meantime, it's gonna be Goblak still in a lot of trouble, and Snare will help out, though Iron Shell not gonna be enough. Cedo in a lot of trouble. Illuminate the fly through, and that will be a kill. Going the way of the Nature's Prophet, gets himself the second kill on the on the Darkseer. Nexus still very low, but there goes the Riptide. Gonna be able to pick him up. It's gonna be Manifest that gets dropped down as well. Double kill for Vigos as he came in and also picked up that Sand King, as that was the first one that he took before when he came down here. So Empire rotating everybody bottom. 3D Clan rotating everybody bottom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's not true though. It was 4 versus 5 in the end because StarLadder didn't have mana for an RP,
Radiant's bottom tower
didn't have a TP scroll, and he stuck around in the mid lane. And this fight could have been so different if he actually was there.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It could be so different for 3D Clan right now, with just one RP. Now I have to say the positioning for Empire was quite good. They were like quite spread out. The whole fight was spread out. What am I talking about? The whole fight was spread out, so they would be quite spread out as well. So a good RP would be difficult, but it would definitely have made a difference. In the meantime, Queen of Pain gonna find himself StarLadder. StarLadder has got mana boot now and has got an RP and is gonna go for it. He's gonna be helped by Solo as well. Gonna be a burrow strike. No blink just yet. Is it gonna be a blink still? There's a blink and a bottle charge, and there's his proud scandal. Well, I think he's gonna regret saving his teammate. Sonic Wave doesn't do anything anymore. Home Missile gonna hit up on Cedo, but it's StarLadder that's gonna be the one that's gonna be getting away with his life. But Scandal is gonna be a bit sad with that one. In the meantime, Manifest comes into the middle lane to get himself some experience. Same thing goes for Goblak. 2 supports, of course, level 5 for the Gyro, level 3 for the Shadow Demon. Illuminate gonna fly through, and it's actually gonna give Silent a chance to harass a bit. And actually, Goblak, yeah, Biggle's gonna be able to get the kill. That's the one. And then Goblak doing a somersault just to celebrate. We might see a tower getting pressured here. More TPs incoming also from 3D Clan. Are they finally gonna be able to try and go for RP? No, they only did it. What am I talking about? It is on cooldown. They use it without getting a kill for it. Quite bad for that. Silent is gonna be trying to juke StarLadder around the jungle. There's gonna be StarLadder running away. Shockwave still hits on a Keeper of Light. Home Missile is gonna go for StarLadder though. So there will be StarLadder not being able to really go in just yet anymore. We still have Vigos around there with a DD rune. He's gonna be able to pick up the kill. The Shadow Demon one more hit away from dying. 7 HP left. Oh my god, he's gonna be so lucky. And Vigos not so lucky at all. His greediness got him killed in the end. In the meantime, Nature's Prophet still TP to the back end of the fight and got himself that kill. And got himself the kill on the Shadow Demon. It's gonna be Blow Your Brain that just demonstrates that he can just ruin all the fun and stop kills from happening. Goblak staying alive with that one. Level 5 still. In the meantime, Burrow Strike just to get himself away. Solo is gonna be just fine for now, as Sven is gonna be taking care of the jungle. Let's take a look at how things are changed on the gold graph. We of course have got 1 tower in favor of Empire, so keep that in mind. But it is gonna be in their favor. It's 3 for 8. 3.5k gold in favor of Empire, with the experience graph being only 1k in their favor, which is quite surprising. And that's basically because they have been, you know, 5-man dodaing in the mid lane just now. And they did get a couple of kills. Oh, Nexus, trouble. Ooh, was close to getting sprouted up, but not gonna be able to do it, especially not because there's a lot of people incoming. Silent, I think you should run 2 seconds before you're gonna get stunned, and when you get stunned, that is gonna be bad news for you. But the trees will help him out for sure. Here comes StarLadder. He doesn't have a blink or anything like that. Does have a skewer. Wants to go maybe for a stun? No? RP? No? Cedo thought his teammate was gonna go in. We actually have a pause. Because Solo disconnected. And with Solo disconnecting, you can't really go in. Even though he only has a Burrow Strike basically to help his team, it's still, it's a lot. 1 Burrow Strike is a lot. And there's the go again. Or the go. The reconnect is there. I was hoping that the go would be there as well. So a quick look at the experience graph. We already saw that actually. It's gonna be Vigos that's gonna be able to get himself the illusion rune, seemingly going for a BKB. I mean, I said during the draft, the big combination thing that 3D Clan is going right. If you get everything proper with the RP epicenters, everything that they have. Now the thing is, the RP you can't do anything about it. You're gonna get stuck in that regardless, whether you like it or not. But if you get yourself a BKB and you make sure you have that one on while you're in the BKB, you're at least not gonna be taking any additional damage. So you're kind of gonna be RP'd, you know? Okay. You say, okay, I'll take that. I just want to be alive at the end of the RP, and that's when a BKB comes in handy. Or a song, if the Naga Siren is not in the RP, I guess. Oh, we're gonna be seeing it. 3D Clan, they have been rotating around now a lot. I mean, they're looking for the team fight right now. We can see that. But if you look at the map, they're all 5 in their own jungle, and for Empire, yeah, there's 3 people on the bottom lane. It's fine. But they're still trying to find some farm in the jungle. Actually, Goblak got himself at level 6 in the jungle. Of course, Vigos has been on the mid lane for a while. Is now going to rotate towards the rune. Might even be rotating top to try and get some farm there, because the lane is pushing in. And it is going to be farm that he wants to have. And 3D Clan, I mean, they're getting a bit behind on the farm if they're continuing rotating like this. Though if Empire continues to do the same thing, and they have been doing it. If Empire does that, then they will be... also, then 3D Clan will be having still on even ground, and then it's just going to be the fights that decide it. And at some point, 3D Clan should, in theory, get an RP off. That's actually good. But or that's you know more that actually results to kills. And when that happens, we might also see 3D Clan taking down towers, because towers haven't really been going down. Now the thing about towers is in this type of game, when there's no clear very hard pushing hero, even though of course Empire has got a fairly decent pushing lineup, but they don't seem to be using it that much yet. But the thing about this 5-man Dota thing is you get a tower if you win a fight. Basically you get, like, yes, your reward. And we have Empire winning a fight in the bot lane. They took the tower after that. We don't have 3D Clan winning a fight just yet. They have been getting some pickoffs, but one big fight they haven't been able to win. So we're gonna see if they can do that. And if they can do that, they can push down the tower probably, depending on how the lane is exactly going and where they're actually gonna be able to take the team fight. There's a reconnect again. Did it disconnect twice? Yes, it did. Okay. There's the go, finally. Thank you very much.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under
that's kind of
attack.
the initiation gone, and the moment, the heat of the moment is gone. So Nexus will continue to farm. Talking about farm, by the way, the net worth shows it all. It's gonna be Blow Your Brain as well as Vigos getting ahead on the farm. They are highest up on net worth. It's also, of course, because of that tower that is down on the bottom lane, but it's not that much. The difference is more than that tower. That's what I mean. And the Darkseer actually highest for 3D. He, of course, has not missed that much last hits on the top lane. Has been able to get a kill, solo kill, upon the Nature's Prophet. And he is highest for his team. And with that tower going down, actually, Nature's Prophet is also going to jump a bit higher with that. And we do see 3 people on top of the list for Empire. The tower getting denied though, so that's a good one for 3D Clan. So if your tower is gonna go down anyway, might as well deny them. And we're gonna be seeing finally the pushing heroes. These two are the most pushing heroes on Empire. They're gonna go for the tier 1 tower. There's gonna be a defense incoming though, Sand King rotating as well as the Magnus. So let's see how far they can go, and if they're actually gonna try, because that's a question that needs to be answering, but they're not even gonna try. And Naga Siren actually skipped her mirror images completely. And her mirror images is basically her pushing that she has, so that would be one of the reasons. But with showing up on the top lane with just the 2 of them, look at what they did. There's 4 heroes here sitting around doing nothing whatsoever, not farming, not getting experience, nothing. Well, of course, the jungle is still getting cleared out by Empire. I mean, they're not getting as much as they otherwise would, but they're still getting way more than 3D Clan. And 3D Clan is actually wanting to go in. Disruption. Gonna start things out. Burrow Strike there as well. Goblak already picked up. Sonic Wave over the top, though. Vigos coming in from the side. Illuminate flying through as well. It's gonna be a screen that picks up Solo. And now Manifest as well. Triple kill for Vigos. Can he make it an ultra kill? It is gonna be Nexus that's gonna be on the run. There will be another blink soon, though. Here comes Sullianer. Still has an RP. It is gonna be Nexus that still gets an ultra kill. Picks up the Sven that will still hang around there. And Snare gonna hit up on the Darkseer. There is your RP. Hits up on Blow Your Brain. Shockwave is gonna miss though, and here comes the song. And it's gonna be giving time for everybody to get himself out, and indeed, Queen of Pain on the back end of things. He is actually picking up an Invis rune. It is not over yet for Vigos. He wants to still do something with this. He wants to still take someone down. He can't make it a rampage anymore. But I don't think he matters. Nice, 2 people. Burrow Strike picks up Silent, and then now Goblak, the one that it all started with, gets picked up once again. Can Vigos do something here is the question. Maybe he can pick up Solo. But can he do it without risk for his life? He needs to be very mobile, needs to be not get caught by the shockwave. Maybe he can just try to get a deny on the tower. That's probably what it's gonna do. Fortification is gonna go out. There's gonna be Naga Siren coming in soon as well. She doesn't have a song, just a long cooldown when it's not level 6 yet. No, deny failed. Darkseer getting the last hit. Vigos blinking himself away. But that was still a fight that, well, I just said the whole thing about, you know, winning fights, getting towers. Empire got themselves an ultra kill, but 3D Clan takes the tower. And that's just, you know, the result of buybacks. Because of course, well, buybacks. Yeah, we did have a buyback up on the Magnus. And he was able to turn things around with that. Basically, let the escape for Empire with the RP up on the Blow Your Brain. They weren't able to get a kill off the back of that, but they were able to force them out, and that's basically winning in a way as well, even though not as much. But they do take gold from the tower, and even though that's, you know, it's in the end, if you look at it overall, it's not going to be a good trade for them. It is still going to be them getting extra gold up their supports, and their supports are going to be very important because they need those core items up. They need their core items up to win those fights. They need a mechanism and stuff. We do have a mechanism being built up on the Keeper of Light for Empire. I mean, I talk about the combination that 3D Clan can push out. Mechanism is desperately needed to get that going for Empire, because if indeed 3D Clan gets that combination, Mechanism might not save your life, but it might actually does save your life, depending on how good the combination is that 3D Clan can get. And the Mechanism will make a big difference for Empire if they can still fight after that combination or not. And on the side of 3D Clan, they are also going to get a Mechanism. It's going to be the Darkseer that's going to be building that one. Queen of Pain finds himself Seedoy, but he blinks himself away. Still going for that BKB. And he blinks himself out. We have the RP up once more. In the meantime, Solo is finally level 6. So he has got his epicenter. Might be trying to use it up on Silent. TP out from the Nature's Prophet on the bottom lane after the push. And already leads his Treants away because he doesn't want to feed them to Seedoy, knowing what was coming. The Vigos back in the middle lane. We also have Goblack standing around him. He's level 6 still. Oh, blink in. Skewer with Vigos there. Can he do something more? Sonic Wave over the top, and here comes the RP. Cooldown coming down as well, though. And he really want Vigos down, but he couldn't get it. Cooldown coming down. Queen of Pain got the kill still. And it's the Sand King that takes a lot of damage from that as well, but he is going to be backing off. He tried to get a... Oh... he tried to get a burrow stack up on Vigos. Vigos is actually one hit away from killing off Solo. The Iron Shell is doing a lot of damage, though, and that might actually be enough to force him away. Shadow Demon hanging around there.
Radiant's top
And Solo will be just fine.
Radiant's
Vigos not enough mana to go for another blink and scream again. In the meantime, top finally getting pressured. No need for Naga Siren's images apparently to get some pressure up on the tier 1. This is the last tier 1 standing on the side of 3D Clan. Stormbolt gonna come in. Scandal gets in a snare to help him out, but he's still gonna go down. It's Seedoy that gets the kill for the Iron Shell. Because of the Iron Shell. And tower is gonna be denied. There we go. That's a second deny on the tower for 3D Clan, and it's pretty big. Like I just said, that 3D Clan got themselves a tower to get core items up on their supports, and Empire is lucky that they now have those kills, because that's something for their supports to get those core items up, because they're not gonna get it from those towers apparently. I think that you hear that on what's happening on the outside, but I'm hoping you don't hear it too loud. Passing my house. Phew. We haven't seen Nexus all that much. He has been the one that's been farming for his team, of course. He is going to be TPing bottom to continue his farm there. He's got treads, he's got drums. And let's see what he's going to go for next. If he indeed wants to go for that traditional build for a BKB Crystalist Mask of Madness. Or if he wants to go for something else. We have seen lately Sven that went for something else, but I can't remember what he went for. Illuminate's going to be annoying to Nexus. He takes a lot of damage from that actually. But he will be, he needs to farm. Like the thing about Sven is that he needs to farm and then he's gonna be godlike. But farm is priority number 1, and 3D Clan is gonna try to make that happen for him. Try to give him the space that he needs to farm, because they are smoked up and they're gonna look for a kill up on Blurbrain, who also needs farm. He's gonna go for the Fusel Blade. He's gonna get an RP in the face first though, and here comes a Burrow Strike to follow up, a Skewer, and that's a kill. Shockwave still lands in the wrong direction, but we are just gonna ignore that for now. In the meantime, Roshanna's gonna get taken down. Empire taking that one, and I don't think that 3D Clan has any idea this is going on right now, because there's no wards around here. They don't seem to be making any rotations. It is just that Nexus is backing off because of the home missile. They think they're around there to gank him, and look at how far he runs. Like normally you'd expect to stand right next to your tower to still be safe, but he is so scared of that Queen of Pain. And the Roshan will drop. Seedoy is going to push out the top lane, and there's nothing what 3D Clan gets in return. Like sometimes you can get a Roshan and your opponent team will get a tower in return or something, but there's just nothing that 3D Clan is going to get something in return for. And Goldcraft will therefore drop a bit more, though I have to say, like, they're taking this Roshan with all 5 here, and in the meantime 3D Clan is still taking some farm on the lanes. We do now have StarLadder backing off. He actually got himself a Blink Dagger, so that will help out for initiations. With the Mechanism being completed up on Seedoy as well as the Mechanism being completed up on Silent. And they are going back towards their farm. Yeah. Oh, he can't get that one. So that was Queen of Pain finding himself a kill, and a pause coming out from Empire themselves. BKB up on the Queen of Pain. It was the first charge, of course. That was the first showing of it, and he just wanted to go for. And there's the go again, and we do, of course, have got still a kill for Vigos, and that's going to be Manikas being very, very sad because he died 5 times. Has only got an assist of 1 out of the 8 kills that his team has done so far. And there's nothing like the Shadow Demon that we saw earlier tonight when it was actually a carry Shadow Demon. Yep. Gonna be having Nexus, gonna be ganked up on. He's gonna be surrounded by 3 people. There comes the Sprout. He's gonna try to TP out though, and he will be able to do that because there's nothing these 3 heroes can do against that. The only thing that they had is the one that wasn't there. The ensnare actually stops it, but it wasn't close enough for that. Wasn't close enough at all. In the meantime, there's 4 heroes back again in the middle lane. They're still trying to buy some time for Nexus, who is still building towards his BKB as first item, but Nexus can't really find the farm right now. He did, of course, he didn't die, which is great, but he still got interrupted with his farm, and he's actually going to be helping his team now in the middle lane, as we see them going for a siege on the tier 1 tower, but they actually have to back off again, and that's some wasted time for 3D Clan.
I am ever so grateful.
Level 9 up on the gyro, that's support. The difference in support gold is quite big, I have to say. When we see the Manifest not even with 800 gold, of course he's... Ah, this is the real one. Oh, Manifest, I think you're gonna go down, dude. So, just a quick recap. There was an RP up on an illusion, a mirror image from Blurred Brain. Then there was a song that caught out only the support Shadow Demon, after which they went for the cooldown on the Magnus that they saw afterwards. But Magnus was able to blink himself out of there in time. And then they still killed off the Shadow Demon. So at least Empire get themselves one support kill for missing an ulti for a bit. But 3D Clan is not gonna get anything for that missed ulti.
Radiant's middle tower
Not
is
anything.
under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortification up on the tower, but we will only delay that one. There's no RP, and Empire knows it, so they can just go for a siege here without really a fear of being pushed in a big team fight, unless that Darkseer is going to be able to put up a nice Darkseer wall. There goes the sun, it's up on Blurred Brain, tower still goes down, but again a deny. Nexus gets himself the deny. This is a 3rd deny on their team. And I mean, the tower still dropped, don't get me wrong, it's still not good, but getting denies is so important. I mean, the opponent team obviously wants to get for a bit of gold advantage with those towers that they pressure, and they have now got 3 denies out of the 4 towers that are dead on the side of 3D Clan. And of course, there's no towers apart from 1 dead on the side of Empire, so you know, the Empire still has a chance to deny, but it's still pretty big. And we have a sorry from Scandal, who needs some time. Aha! This could change things around for 3D Clan. Like, if they get their RPs going in a proper way, then they will have a Blink Dagger up on the Sand King in 40 gold. And they will be Blink Burrow epicentered. That's that. I'm gonna be seeing if that's gonna happen, because I mean, the team fights haven't really been going 3D Clan's way, and they like, I say it every time. I realize that I'm repeating myself, but like, the potential is so there. They just can't get it together. They just can't. It is sad, but it is. I'm not even gonna say it's Empire that is making sure that they're like standing so good, that they're having so good positions that they can't find that RP because of that. No, it's not that. It is just the fact that they're just trigger happy, and then it's not up at the right times anymore. It's gonna be pushed on the bottom lane, tier 2 tower. This is gonna be something that Scandal wants to take down. He, by the way, picked up a Shadow Blade, as you can see. He's also got power treads in his stash. We got 2k gold upon Vigos. Not getting any new items yet since the BKB, and we now indeed got the Blink Dagger up on the Sand King, so that can change the pace of the game. But it will really depend on how much this difference is going to hurt 3D Clan, because they are behind. 7,500 in favor of Empire, with the experience graph going the way of Empire as well. Not as much as the gold though. It's about 3.4k experience as wow, if Sand King would have only hit that once, that probably would have gone down. Oh wells. Doesn't hurt them. And what doesn't hurt you makes you stronger, right? Nexus still is going for his BKB. It's still, I mean, if you look at net worth for his team, he is second highest. Darkseer is a bit higher than that. He actually picked himself up the ultimate orb, so probably wants to go for a sheepstick actually, and a smoke up for 3D Clan. Looking for that Blink RP initiation, but who are they gonna find? Blink in. We really don't like the keep of the light. Cooldown coming down, and a vacuum there as well, but Vigos pops his BKB, gonna try to turn things around. He's gonna be finding the Magnus. That's one killed. 3 to go, 4 to go. Can he find them though? He's taking a lot of damage himself, and he's actually gonna pop his Aegis with the BKB already down. Sprout up on Nexus, Stun up on Scandal though, and Nexus might be able to pick him off. But here comes Vigos again, gonna go for a double kill. And that is gonna be an initiation from 3D Clan. Again, not something to write home about. They threw all their hatred on the support Keeper of the Light. I think Silence felt that quite hard. The lucky thing for 3D Clan is that they didn't go for the epicenter as well. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that one. In the meantime, Vigos actually got himself some harassment up on the tier 3 here, middle lane. And it's gonna be the Diffusal Blade up for Blurry Brain already. And yeah, he's doing. I mean, he's not really that hard big carry that we're expecting Blurry Brain normally to go for, but he's not really needed. Empire so far has just been profiting from 3D Clan's mistakes. And then there's a lot of mistakes that 3D Clan can profit from, because every time they've got all their spells down because they made the mistake before Empire did. Ooh, Skewer, cooldown coming down though. It's gonna be godlike, a lot of damage going through, and he is gonna drop unless the song hits him in time. No, the Demonic Purge still gets him out, and that's gonna be Illuminate flying through. It is gonna be Manifest, it's gonna be dropped down. Burrow Strike up on 2, and a stun there as well. A double stun though, as in they stack that. Vigos still able to blink himself away. Scandal doesn't have a blink, so he went down. And it's gonna be Riptides that's gonna be lessening the armor of Nexus, but he still wants to go for this. He has a stun again in 2 seconds. He's gonna get an ensnare on his face though. He has to be careful here. He has got some support, but Illuminate's still gonna fly through. Burrow Strike and stun again. Keeper of Light, one more hit is all that's needed. Vigos jumping himself in, getting push. Blinks himself out. There we go. Pops his BKB. That's what I was gonna say. And then I saw almost an RP being wasted, and they might be. Oh, hey, good job, StarLadder. Not in the RP needed. That was a godlike streak of Vigos ended, and that was Empire. This time, 3D Clan actually profited from the mistakes that Empire made, because they were just overextending. They were too confident on the wrong side of the river, and they paid for it. And they didn't need an RP. They did stack a lot of stuns with the Stormhammer coming down at the same time as the Burrow Strikes, but they got the kills, and they even got Vigos with that. Cooldown is going to come down on 3 heroes. Scandal from the side is going to bash on some people that he sees. There is still an RP up on StarLadder though. There's going to be an H Prophet Ultimate bouncing through, picks up the Sven. Mancast will be dying from the home missile that's going to come through unless someone can get the right clicking first, and that's indeed going to be the case. Goblak picking it up. StarLadder is going to be able to blink himself into safety, going to TP himself home, so we'll be able to do that. And this is going to be, again, 4 heroes on the mid lane for Empire, with the only one missing is Vigos, who is still dead. Let's see what he can do to defend this middle lane. Empire coming in. Not full force yet. I mean, like I said, Vigos not yet there. Vigos actually going to be pushing back top. In the meantime, we see the gold grab going the way of Empire still, but it's dipping up again because of that last fight. 3D Clan doing that one. We do have the experience graph showing it a bit more clear. Like it's a big dip up, and this is actually not that big of a difference for 26 minutes into the game, and we're gonna see it best through levels, as we see that there is actually the highest level also is the Darkseer level 15, together with the Nature's Prophet as well as Vigos on the Screen of Pain. Illuminate gonna fly through. Home missiles are gonna be hitting up on StarLadder. Nobody there to defend it to destroy it in time. It looks like Empire want to go for this again. With the Hex almost done by Vigos, and maybe that's what they're waiting for, but he needs a lot though. He actually, well, I said almost done, but he actually needs still 22.2k gold. Solo. Have we seen an epicenter yet? I don't think we have. Solo just can't find it. I mean, the best, like, still the best chance is for 3D Clan to completely turn this around is get that combination going that I mentioned all the time. But they haven't been able to find it yet. And we now finally have the BKB up on Nexus, so he'll be happy with that. Blink away from Vigos, who couldn't do anything anymore there. Wise choice for him, as there was also, of course, the Magnus hanging around there just to be ready for something that might have come in. And he has got actually 2.2k gold. Might be going for that refresher orb, if he can. Nature Prophet's going to be farming some ancients. We almost got a 4-staff up on Silent. And it looks like both teams are you know, done with fighting for now. And they have, of course, been 5 versus 5 fighting for a while in that mid lane. With, well, I mean, the results went the way of Empire for a long time until they overextended and then they died. And then they thought, like, you know what, maybe we should be extra careful and just wait for, again, for 3D Clan to come in, for them to make mistakes and for us to go in on it again. Because that's what happened so far. Wait a second. Disruption. Soul Catcher Scandal. Pops a Shadow Blade. Gonna be able to be alive. And we have got 5 heroes mid again. That is of course a downside from being the team that is behind. You always feel and defend your base so fast. And like this was only Scandal just showing himself. Instantly everybody TP'd. Well, we still have Blur Brain on a different side of the lane. We had got Vigo still on a different side of the map. It is not really needed to TP just yet. But it's they felt it was needed. I mean you can feel it when you're behind, so you can, you know, you just want to make safe. You want to be safe. Make safe, be safe. We're gonna have a Yasha almost up on the Naga Siren. Let's see if we can find some other items. By the way, we haven't really talked about this, but Gyrocopter is of course a support here. But he picked up drums as well, and he is gonna be able to be that semi-carrier that his team might want him to have. Let's see though, Song, gotta make sure that nobody's gonna happen here. Look at this positioning. If only Empire had an RP of themselves. Cooldown is gonna come down on 3, that's for sure. Actually on 4, Esteliane already picked off! Gem of Crusade on the floor with that as well. Queen of Pain just bashing on stop. It is Cino that already drops. Nexus getting ensnared. His BKB not doing anything right now, and it will be his death if he's not careful, and he is dead! And the only one left alive is gonna be the Sand King, who was able to blink himself out. We saw him like when the thing was here, we saw him standing here. He was the one that blinked away before the cooldown came down. And he was the one that abandoned the ship. He didn't have mana anymore for his RP, apparently, for his epicenter, I mean. But that's gonna be giving Empire the Roshan. That's gonna be 4 dead on the side of 3D Clan. It's gonna be everybody dead. And more importantly, they picked up the Magnus real fast. He couldn't do anything. Like, we saw him running first towards Empire, and then he realized, oh shit, I'm taking so much damage, I have to get out. And then he went out, but he was too late and he died. And he actually was the one that carried the gem for his team. And the gem got picked off by Silent. Burrowstack up on Scandal. He still has a Shadow Blade, turns Solo into a piglet. There's the dust, they see him, they really want to get that kill. No more split pushing for you, and that's gonna be one for a Solo. And now will Scandal buy back? He can't actually, he just bought the Hex. Hex is also almost up on Vigos, and actually he wants to go for something, he wants to go for Solo. He's gonna get revenge, but there's a Burrow Strike. Mana leaks him up on Solo, Shockwave gonna go through, but it doesn't matter. Vigos with the double damage rune picks up the kill. And meantime, Nexus backs himself off after clearing out the creep wave, and with that kill, Vigos has got himself a sheep stick as well. Nice ward of the high ground, so they see him. Here comes Goldblack first and Snare as well. Rocket Barrage, skewer down to the low ground. It is the stun from the Sven. The Stormhammer still lands upon Blow Your Brain, but I don't think he matters. It matters not indeed. It's gonna be main guest that's already dead. Vigos trying to go for a kill upon Cedar. Song helping out, keeping everybody in place, giving everybody the chance to get themselves there. With Nexus, of course, having his big nice vacuum into the stun. Nice, there goes the Aegis as well. Rocket Barrage still going up, but Nexus, he should be able to stay alive. Getting stunned up by the Mana Leak, still gets a Demonic Purge. Or getting slowed at least, very much slowed and going down. No Demonic Purge, of course, because there's no Rubik on that side. But still very much slow. The Fusel Blade, of course, doing the job. And that was, I mean, it was a nice fight for Empire, of course, they won that fight, but the vacuum into the stun, you saw the potential. Stun up 4 people, Aegis got taken down. And that was something that we should be seeing more from 3D Clan, but they can't find the openings. What's he doing? Oh, letting his horse graze a bit. That's good. That is good. Gotta keep watch out for those animals. Last tier 2 tower standing is gonna be chipped off a bit by the illusions. It might be able. Nah, he's not gonna be able to take it down. And Vigo's not gonna try to help the illusions either, because there's gonna be a lot of hatred coming in for him if he does try to do that. Did we see an epicenter yet? No, I didn't. Please, chat, in 2 minutes, correct me if I'm wrong, but have we seen an epicenter yet is the question. Maybe I've just not been focusing him enough and he has been getting it off, but I don't know. Normally it's something that you notice quite easily. We do have the Naga Siren finishing up Yasha. She's of course quite rich, as we see her net worth, but it's still not as rich as the Queen of Pain. Still as rich as Vigos or Scandal. Scandal is quite rich. Vigos is actually taking a lot of damage here. Not damage from an epicenter, just damage. And he actually was forced to pop his BKB with that. There's not enough support there to help out kill him off though. The RP was used, but they couldn't get him. 5 versus 1 and they couldn't get it. He's standing right next to a ward though. They know that he's there. There they come. There's a stun. No blink for you, and that's gonna be Vigos paying for his cockiness. Because that's what he was. He was standing there thinking he would pick someone off, but standing still next to a ward that was just placed, but still. Gonna be the one that's gonna be costing him his life. A worthy ward indeed. As we do have the Sand King going down the bottom lane. We saw Sand King TPing bottom after that fight top. And apparently notwithstanding the might of the Naga Siren. And that's a solo kill for Blow Your Brain, by the way. In the meantime, Sven coming into Scandal, gets a stun up, but he's already invisible. It's quick on the fingers, the Scandal is. They're gonna be running away. Silence coming in though. Calls himself a teammate towards him. Hello, Blow Your Brain. Is he gonna be able to get the song off in time to catch Nexus out? There's a TP. He can't get it off anymore. He's already going the wrong way also. Deciding it wasn't worth trying.
Singing trio.
Singing trio. Sorry. 3100 gold up on the Dark Seer. I mean, if you want to go for a Sheepstick, you, at this stage, you want to be able to get it all at once. So either buyback or the Sheepstick. And right now he almost has it, but not just yet. Not quite yet. So we'll see him continuing on for that one, as we have got Manifest. Doesn't have anything just yet, apart from the boots and the gloves, so he's being fairly sad. 2800 gold up on the Magnus, but right now buyback is also so important. If that Magnus dies near his base without having buyback and without using his RP, he is gonna be sad. It's gonna be Nexus that's gonna be sad as well. Gets turned into a piglet, Sonic waved over the top, and Nexus is gonna be safe because here comes Soliana with an RP up on 2. It's gonna be Blow Your Brain that goes out first. Vigos able to blink himself away on 82 HP, but Scandal, not so lucky. You're gonna be going down, but at least he picked up Nexus before he died. 2-4-1, still it's an okay trade. It's a trade, let's put it that way. It's of course, I mean, the carry and the solo lane for Empire, they are both very highly farmed, but they do take down the guy that you know is supposed to be carrying your team. So how much is that worth, right? And he can't buy back, doesn't have anything. And Magnus actually picked up a Shadow Blade. This is interesting, because the Shadow Blade has so far only been on the side of Empire, and they did actually lose a gem towards the Keeper of the Light. Did he miss by that? No, he actually picked it up. Wow, that's a new one. It's gonna be Heaven's Halberd for Silent here. Of course, able to get that up on the Sven. It's the counter item for the Sven. If he does get big enough, just disarm him. He can't hit, can't do anything, and he dies. If your damage is high enough, of course. There was one epicenter. Okay. Thank you. In the meantime, Godblack, it's 3800 gold up on him. Probably wants to go for BKB right off the bat. Same reason why we see Darkseer not buying anything until he can get it all like he just did. So he has got the Scythe of Ice ready for him now. We have got the gold growth. It's being kept even a bit, but it's still very far in favor of Empire. You do see 3D Clan though. They are growing in this game. I guess I can say that. Like, they made a lot of mistakes at the start by being all aggressive and stuff, but since they lost all their outer towers, it looks like they are a new team right now, and they're playing super careful. It's just a question of is it gonna be paying off. I just said it's gonna be super careful, but I'm gonna be quite sad if they're gonna be RPing any one of these illusions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Looking for the real one is the question, but they are not there. Oh, hello. Hey, Scandal.
I will rise.
Bye,
next
Scandal. He will rise next season. Well, he does have buyback, so he could rise earlier if he wants to.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
TPing. Well, he didn't think he was TPing blind into the enemy force. Of course, there were mirror images a moment ago that just scouted out that there wasn't anybody, but the smoke helping out. And Nexus, he's got himself the Crystallis. Good times. Good times indeed. And Gem of Truth set is now up on Queen of Pain. They realized that the Magnus had a Shadow Blade, and Vigos wants to be able to be the one to jump himself into battle.
Dire's middle tower
It's gonna be Cedar scouting out. The Queen of Pain is there. You already saw or blinking away. Oh, cooldown coming down. Here comes the song. No, the disruption and the hex at the same time. Why at the same time? Nice sound though, and the Burrow's like, and an Epic Silencer, and that's the combination that we're talking about. Luckily for Empire, it was only up on 3. Sonic Wave still hits up on 3 as well, and it's gonna be Vigos that has to back himself off there. Illuminate still flying through, but Silent not gonna be able to do anything with that. Burrow Strike gonna miss solo. Gonna get a Shadow Strike in return. It's gonna be Stormhammer up on the Queen of Pain though, but the Blink is still there. Blinding Light also helping out Scandal from the side, trying to do something, but the tier 1 tower died. And this is 3D Clan fighting. They are alive and they are all 5 here in the mid lane. And they're not done just yet, even though all their cooldowns are down. So this is gonna be trouble if they're gonna continue going and overextending. But they feel like gods probably right now, so they just want to go for something here. Stallianer is going to be Shadow Blading, going to be looking for action, but we can see the minimap, and we see that nobody's close. Well, hi Silent. He is close. Skewer towards the rest. Gonna be turned into a piglet and killed off. With Cedo getting the last hit, and this will be the opening that they needed for the tower. In the meantime, Vigos is still standing on the sidelines, but he can't really go in on that. That's too dangerous. Cedo though, maybe he can kill off Cedo, and he turns him into a piglet, and that's gonna be Nature's Prophet Ultimate helping out, and Scandal picking up the kill. Nexus walking in the wrong exit, his team backing off a different way than he paid for that one.
Radiant's top tower
And that's gonna be something that is, wow. They didn't get the tower. They stayed around to kill off a Keeper of Light. It's not worth dying for at all. Especially since the tower has barely even taken any damage. 2600 gold up on the Darkseer. Curious to see what he's gonna go for next. Maybe something like a Shiva's Guard would be helping out a lot. Also against illusions of the Naga Siren, of course, who picked herself up the level 2 Diffusal Blade after the Manta style. How many illusions can she have? With and the mirror images and illusion runes? That'll be cool. Shadow Blade. Interesting though. Like normally we see refresh orbs and stuff, but Shadow Blades can be quite nice. So it's still risky with the Gem of Truth setup on Vigos. Roshan is going to be taken down again, by the way, and again by Empire. Let's see who picks up the Aegis this time. We do still have 3800 gold up on the Nature's Prophet, with Vigos sitting on 2100 gold. Everybody being very rich apart from the Keeper of Light, because he just finished up his Heaven's Halberd. So he's got that one, and his Force Staff was already there, of course, also. But he's gonna be able to disarm this Fen, and they need that.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
In the meantime, Scandal, Piglet, Cedo, you're gonna try to help out. There is of course a Shadow Blade. It was an invisible Piglet apparently, and the vacuum is and the dust is gonna be too late. Scandal gonna be just fine. In the meantime, it is the Sven that's getting scouting out. It is Goblock that finds him. And Nexus, I think he realizes something is amiss. He backed off before the creeps were there. Kinda interesting. And it was of course Blurry Rain that picks up the Aegis. Cheese up on Vegas. 3k gold in his inventory. Could try to go for this. Nope. Mask of Mana is being picked up by the Sun, by the way, so he will still have that one. And he is if he gets a chance to hit, yeah, it's a situation where you need to have that perfect team fight, and we saw a glimpse of it just now, and they definitely won that team fight. They just stuck around for too long. I'm gonna be seeing it though. May I just remind you, by the way, that this game, if Empire wins it, they're going to Kiev. If Empire loses it, they're not going to go to Kiev probably, depending on what mouse parts do after this game. But yeah, then it's no longer in their hands. Well, if they win this one, it's in their hands and they go. But 3D Clan, they want to make their life tough, and they are. I mean, they are at a 15/20k gold deficit, and 3D Clan is fighting. Fighting hard. An Empire. You know, it's a team that's been around for a long time. They're not the team to be feeling pressured and then performing badly. But maybe they do feel some of the pressure of the Sven that is gonna get bigger and bigger. We're gonna find it though. Sauro's gonna get chips off. I mean, the siege power is definitely there with the mirror images and the Mantis Soul illusions and the Treons and everything. And the split push power is there as well. And their towers are still standing. They so far have no cause for worries just yet. The only real big worry that they have is that big ass team fight that's around the corner on 3D Clan if Empire lets themselves get caught out. So they can't really, they have to be really careful. They have to be very safe. And they are trying to split push right now. With on the bottom lane, the split push going on as well. From Scandal, from his Nature's Prophet. Blinking doesn't work for the homing missile. But now the blink is on cooldown. And the tower almost dead. It's gonna be in deny range. No deny though. Blow your brain, getting some extra cash. In the meantime, tier 3 tower getting a rest on the bottom lane as well. The difficulty is right now is 3D Clan, if they're gonna try to defend bottom lane, then they are gonna leave the barracks open mid. So you know it's the typical you know, decisions that you have to make. Ooh, Vigos being turned into a piglet, being stunned up. Vigos, he's already. Oh, the fuck. We have a storm going on, so nobody else is going to be helping, but Nexus should still be able to kill off Vigos, unless he can blink in time. He is up again, like he is no longer a piglet. But the swing is already in motion for the Sven, so this could be the last hit because Sven is pumped up quite hard, I'd say. And that's gonna be, if Vigos goes down, he does have a cheese if he just clicks it fast enough. That's the question. Click, like he must be spam clicking it right now. We're gonna be seeing how he's gonna be doing though. Here we go, and that is gonna be Vigos still going down, and the gem on the floor as well. It is gonna be Nexus that's gonna be getting a sleep still though after his BKB runs out, and it's gonna be Empire that's not gonna be going for that one anymore. Or are they? Ensnare up on StarLadder. He doesn't have mana for his RP anymore, but he does get himself away. We do have Cedar getting surged up, being turned into a piglet still though. They find Scandal. Scandal being invis. They don't see where he's at, and the gem was in the mid lane and it didn't pick it up. The pickup actually came from Vigos, who's back. He fought back. Oh, Burrow Strike. Vigos. He dies again. But it's the second time. And not time to use a cheese either. And that's gonna be Empire backing off, maybe. Apart from the illusions here, Nexus is gonna be able to clear them together with Solo though. Dust going off, still checking if the Nature's Prophet is around there, but he was already TP'd out. Who has the gem? Sand King has the gem. So Solo has it. But they still lose their racks. Their melee ones. So it's not all bad for Empire, but they did lose their Vigos twice. They lost Queen of Pain, he bought back, and he died again. Same way basically. Getting turned into a piglet before he could turn on his BKB. And then couldn't do anything anymore, basically. And they're gonna go for this. They're gonna go for Blow Your Brain. Now all of a sudden the Shadowblade doing wonders. And there's gonna be Blow Your Brain that's gonna be landing on a snare upon Nexus. Cooldown coming down as well. Nexus in trouble. There goes the RP. Still, it's a Blow Your Brain with StarLadder in a lot of trouble, and he is gonna get picked up by Goblak. Disruption is still there upon Scandal, but it doesn't matter. Manifest running for his life right now, getting slowed by the Diffusal Blade, and will be dropping to the floor. Goblak getting himself a triple kill, having indeed his BKB complete, having 3.6k gold, and is gonna be going on towards the next melee racks on the bottom lane, because they can. Epicenter is gonna be trying to do what he can. Burrow Strike still hits as well, and it's gonna be Blow Your Brain that might actually be going down here. Goblak pops his BKB, and there goes the Aegis. But Blow Your Brain, he's still hanging around there with the Flak Gun helping out. There goes the Ensnare up on StarLadder. There is no RP anymore. He knows that Burrow Strike only up on illusions, and it's gonna be Magnus that drops. Here comes Vigos once more. This time he's normally back, and it's gonna be Solo that's gonna still be going down to Vigos. Gets himself a double kill. And the GG well played goes out. It is Empire that get themselves victorious. It is Empire that still goes to Kiev. guaranteed right now. And that is Village and Gretz Empire with LAN finals, so they will be joining No Tidehunter and Fnatic. Because that's the only 3 right now that are gonna be going guaranteed to Kiev. The other one, because there's 4 teams, 4 places for the offline finals. The other one is either gonna be Mousesports or Virtus Pro. Mousesports is gonna play a match after this one. Gonna be up against Power Rangers, and they have to see it. I have to win it, rather. Why am I saying weird words? But they have to win it, and then they are having a match tomorrow. The last match of the online season, of the online group stage season, is gonna be Mousesports versus Virtus Pro. And if Mousesports wins today, then that game will be the deciding game for Mousesports and for Virtus Pro, because the winner of that one will go, the other one will not go to Kiev online finals. Anyway, stick around for another game of Dota 2. It's gonna be Mousesports taking on Power Rangers, and we will be back very soon. If you want to support me, well, take a look at my website sometime. It's very handy. I have been told that it's a great asset, but not a lot of people seem to know about it just yet. So it's a schedule for all the matches, and I do mean all the matches, with who cast what and where you can find it, both in Russian and in English. And also, which might even be more nice for a lot of people, it's a VOD bank, spoiler free, all matches, not only the ones that I casted, but the ones that everybody casted. So Beyond the Summit, Toby, even the VODs of Epi, who has got some VODs now as well, are on there as well, as he has been he has been casting some good matches for the Big Point battle, so definitely check those out, because those might be the ones that you missed because they were casted by well, they were casted at the same time as other big matches were going on. Let's just put it that way. Anyways, let's jump ourselves into the next match, and we'll be right back with you very soon.